Hey y'all, just to let y'all know, from this morning, man, don't get upset about this brain buster from this morning. There was no point intended behind it, nothing like that, nothing for you to get mad over. I understand that God made Adam and God made Eve. I get that. But God also made woman from man, you know? And on top of that, can a woman still have tenderness and urges like a male, even though she's from, part male, from a male, comes from his rib? And also, is that why women still look at other women bodies with no point intended? We as women do that. We look at another woman admiring their body. We do that, no point intended. And also, I had a question. Oh yeah, and is that why? Also, we can still have, as women, we can, when you're born, you can grow a penis, and it can be a full functional penis with sperm. And you can still have your breasts and your female figure and looks. Also, my point with that is, how as doctors you force a parent, especially back in the day, who know nothing about this, and their child's born with both parts, and you're forced a parent to make a decision on what part to keep, whether they want a son or a daughter. Now, not knowing how they're going to act when they get older, you're forcing these things on people, especially back in the day. Now, people just changing their gender and doing what they want because through genetics and how things happen naturally with our bodies, they see that they could do it. That's why I can't remember if it's an animal or it's an insect, but whatever. But some of them could be born, if the female population, if it's more female population than it is male, then a female can also turn their sex into male. Crazy, right? How was that? Look it up. I forgot what it's called. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all know what it is. But if it's not enough males in a population, a female can turn from a female to male to help out the population. And I think it's either an insect, animal, or something. I can't remember which one it was. But that's crazy. Naturally, we can be born with both. But people will still judge you, talk about you, criticize you, do all these things when it can be naturally done. Now, I get it when people go out here and do it themselves, and I'm going to trust you. Nothing against nobody. I'm not saying anything. I'm just putting that out there for people to understand. This is something naturally that can happen to the body. So if you're born with both of them, they take away a part and they take away the wrong part, and you acting like a male instead of a female, how do you judge that person? How do you tell that person they're going to hell? How do you do these things? You getting on people because of how they act. Oh, you acting like a dude, you acting like this. Not saying that that's what they saying about me or anything or anybody else. But when they do say those things, you got to think. We come from the rib of a man. We're made from man. How you doing? We're made from man. We come from the rib of a man. And we also have some of the bloodstream of a man. We're made out of their rib, man. A man. That's crazy. But think about it. A female made from man, from the rib of man, called one man, made for man. Right? Made for man to do. For he can lie with her and have kids. Now, check this out. A man don't appreciate nothing. Not all men. I can't say all men, but half of men don't appreciate nothing about a woman's body. Not only do we have to endure the pain and suffering from childbirth, and granted, maybe that's because of Eve and Adam when they ate the apple. I get that, because before then I don't think it was any pain. But once they did do that, God said there will be pain during childbirth. So, but with that being said, is we still as women have to endure, or women that do sleep with men have to endure the first time when you have sex. That's painful for most women. When men, hey, good morning.
What's up, baby? Have a good one here.
You too. When men want to just jump and bounce up and down, disrespectful, and women, they have no type of remorse or concern for that woman, because they don't know what it feels like. They don't know what a woman goes through. But you judge all these other things and all these other people for what? You mad because a person could be born with both parts, but we made for men. Right? Didn't you say that we made for men? I don't care if it's a woman that was born a woman, have titties and not, and also came with a male part, she's still made for men. What you gonna do then? What you gonna say then? Like I said, this was just a brain bust. It wasn't meant for nobody to take it too personal or anything like that. It was just something supposed to be fun for the day. At the end of the day, I get it. Adam and Eve, God made Eve for Adam out from his rib, but we still got a part of man in us, regardless. So some of our dominant ways or malish ways come from the man, from the rib that we were made from. Simple as that.